It's important is what I need to do to be the best. If I want to be the best, challenge these guys and continue to break records, then I have to do this. It's no secret to what I do. Everybody knows that for the last decade, I've been winning races and doing the same thing.
I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. So if you know that at 40%, I'm feeling pain. At 40%, I'm feeling pain. That's where the 40% rule kicks in. Now it starts. Okay, I'm feeling pain. My mind's saying all this shit to me. It's saying, get out of here, run, flee. The fight or flight kicks in. Okay, we're done, we're not good enough. It starts telling you all these things. You start to believe it because the mind controls all. I had to armor plate my mind. And it's about what you're saying to yourself, but it also comes with work. So whenever I was getting beat down, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever I was going through, just saying, I would put, you can't hurt me. Can't hurt me just became a message. I would say to myself.
Work. It's about the belief, it's about the discipline, but above all is trusting in my trainings and trusting in myself.
For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. No one could have convinced me by holding on, by continuing to push forward, by continuing to run toward my dream, that one day I would have my own talk show.
If I compare what I was doing now to 2014, it's definitely a lot different. And for me, it's something I always wanted to do, is to run the marathon and to mix in. And I've seen a lot of great athletes gone in from track to marathon, and I believe I can run a decent marathon.
And you have to first be uncomfortable with how you feel about yourself. With that voice that a lot of us like to run away from, we all have it. We all have that voice that say, hey man, you're kind of wimping out right now. You're kind of being a little punk right now. But a lot of us say, okay, that's okay. It's okay to tell these little white lies to ourselves. So we first have to face the real you. You have to face that in that dark room. In that dark room is who you are. But in that dark room is where you have to create another human being that walks out of that dark room to face who you are. That's the only way you're going to get over all those things.
I am the happiest man today that the message "No Human Limited" is now in everybody's mind. That if you believe in something and you put in your mind, put in your heart, transfer to your mind, and say it in your mouth, then it can be realized. So I'm a happy man.
No college training, labeled educable, mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream. Don't stop running toward your dream.
You face it every day. You face it every single day of your life. Where you say, okay, like if you're fat and you need to lose weight, it's patience. It's patience in this fact of accepting who you are right now. I'm fat, I don't like myself. Accepting the fact that if you lose 3 or 4 pounds, that's a huge accomplishment. You have to live in your own fucking world. You cannot judge yourself. That's why social media and all these things are horrible. You can't judge yourself off of the so-called competition that we have made up in our mind. The things that, how people look, how people act, how smart someone is. This is a race that you run completely alone.
I've been putting in my heart and my mind that I want to run under 2 hours in marathon to make history and pass a positive thought and a message to the whole world that no human is limited.
Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. Don't stop running toward your dream.
I had tons of sticky notes all over my mirror. It wasn't like be better than John or be as fast as whoever. Okay, David, yesterday you did this. Today, our next goal for the week is this. So I had a year goal, weekly goals, daily goals, hourly goals.
I'm a believer of challenges, and I believe that if you climb one branch, you aim for the next branch. So I am happy to be the great to run under 2 hours.
As you go toward the future, begin to know that you have greatness within you. And if just one of you here begin to envision yourselves as being blessed and highly favored to reach your goals. If just one of you capture the essence of what that means, that you have greatness within you and a responsibility to manifest that greatness, that you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way.
This is the time where you have to gain control back of your mind and say, okay, let me see if I can go 45%. And once you start giving yourself more and more hope and start realizing, okay, the mind starts to be, okay, what are you doing? We're supposed to be going right and you're going left. You start then controlling your mind. Start finding more in yourself, and then it goes from 40% to a lot further than that. But that's the start of it though. Get to the spot where your mind is saying stop. Wherever that is, you gotta get there first, and then that's when that shit starts to work for you. You gotta control yourself in that moment.
And I've learned now that this thing, you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for anybody else. Yes, your family supports you. Yes, your friends support you, but you're doing it for yourself at the end of the day. And you're the only one who's going out there on the track. So you gotta motivate yourself, and you gotta want it as much as everybody else on the track. So I've learned that, so it's easier now. Certain people say, this season, oh, you're saying it's not running as fast as you should. It doesn't bother me, because I've been through this already. And I know what they're gonna say all the time. But I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do. So.
We surround ourselves around people that make us feel great, that tell us what we want to hear. The second we put ourselves amongst the uncommon people, we don't like that feeling. That challenging feeling of that person waking up 3:30 in the morning and saying, hey, put your shit on, we're going for a run. We don't like that challenge.
If life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Don't stop running toward your dream.
You find yourself on the other end, like that 100-mile race I was on, I ran it for 24 hours. I found myself on the other end of that fucking race. That 19 hours, I found, wow, there's a whole nother fucking world out here that I've never even saw. But the world's in your mind.
Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. If some of you aren't doing shit, you're 10% just getting off the fucking couch.
When you can find drive in your own doubt, fear, insecurities, you become very unstoppable.
Don't stop running toward your dream.